Hi, my name is Ridwan Sayeb. I'm the contracts manager for BOON Africa. Look, Googleto, we had some hurdles, but we've overcome this. It's hard, tireless work. There's been blood and sweat here. We've been on the site till like 12 at night, but beneficiaries have been waiting here for more than 30 years. And to see them receive their houses for so long, it just breaks your heart. So we went the extra mile and we'll continue doing that. So yeah, and the quality that we put into these houses, as you guys can see, is not the standard RVP spec. We've put more than what we are required to do here, and we'll continue doing the same going forward.
Manibulele kuqala patience yethu sipolisa kanjalo ba ndiyayazi ba kwakumele bakudala nikwezi seyibuyele ithuba kodwa ke namhlanje sizothi sinikezele ngazo izindlu kuni sisisixeko saseKapa sicela uba niziphathe kakuhle ngoba kudala nani nizilindile. Asifuni ke uba kubekho abantu bangaphandle ke enibafaka kwezindlu nibuyele ngoba nizawuphinde nithile kwathina aba nithi thina sifaka abantu bangaphandle okanye nizithengise nizirentise umuntu abuye lapha ebekhona. Ndiyacela ke banoko nikhe nihlale kwezi zindlu nizi-insurance njengoba nifumana imali epension bazanixelela amagosa apho uyakwazi ukufumana i-insurance yendlu yakho noba ilapha ko-80-90 rand. Ukwazi uba noba kwenzekeni ushiye abantwana kwenzeka impazamo noko i-insurance ukwazi uzokulungiselela. Amagosa akazonicacisela zonke ezo zinto sikwazi uba izindlu zethu sizigcine zintle. Noko xa inetheka umuntu athenge iqualifila yini adasibize simuphe indlu engako athenge iqualifila nje apha akancile inokophuka iglasi ufowunela thina. Hayi bo ndiyacela noko singafonelani ngezo zinto not unless into nyani kwinto enkulu emajor kodwa kwinto ezincinci noko sikwazi uzenzela noko sizokwazi uba i-title deeds sizazisa kwakamsinyana njengoba nabaphathi bakhona apha o-council makhasi sizobuya nabo no-councilor Nzondo sobuya nabo siniphathele i-title deeds zenu ubumjuza yes sizokwazi uba nizifake kwi-will ingathi nisohamba apho ngoba ndiyabona abanye sebekufutshane. Okay. Hayi ke namkele ngizenzele kodwa ke into endiyicelayo inyanga ka-October nobuye kweziphi ii-converters nobuye ebhankini ucela iwili uzoyenzelwa mahala ngo-October. Inyanga ka-October iwili bayenza mahala. Nikhawulezise nenze iwili because once nihambe nishiye abantwana babe besilwa ngeni niyazi uba indlu izawuhamba ngohlobo oluthile. Siyabona ningamfuthi ku-October nikwazi ukwenza iwili zenu sivele. Ndizawucela ndizokukhawuleza ndibizwa ngusodolophu phaa edolophini ngokodwa yiyo le nto ndingazuzinikezela but akhona abanye oogxa bam bakhona oogxa bam bazoqhubeleka nazo bazinikezele. Siyabona enkosi kakhulu ke. Yes mama.
Indawo le esihlala kuyo ne sifuna igama sesilichuzile Juza Park.
Process hayi nina bazogqiba nithini kodwa into ebalulekileyo into yoba thina sinendlela ithile esilandelayo. Umjuza yena asinaproblem namjuza thina asizuba nengxaki. Hayi ke andazi ke sawuqala ngezinto ezilapha sikwazi ukukhawuleza sinikezele zona. Ningaphumi kwangoku ententeni sawukhupha nje apha sizobanika kuqala ningagodoli. Enkosi.
My name is Judy. I'm one of BOON Africa's managers. Currently, we're busy in Khayelitsha, Wallaston, Kraaifontein, and also here in Goguletu, as you see. Currently, I'm one of the project managers that are focusing anyway in Wallaston and Kailicha, delivering houses. As you see here in Kokuletu, we'll be delivering our houses in Kraaifontein and Kailicha by the end of September. BOON Africa is one of the biggest companies focusing on delivering houses for our communities because our communities, they are struggling to get these houses. So our main focus is to build these houses and finish and hand over to their own beneficiaries.
Well, I must say we've met the residents or the beneficiaries and indicated to them that we do apologize because the project has taken long, primarily because we didn't have contractors that were capable. So we had to get a new contractor, which is BOON Africa, to come and assist us. So we are moving at speed now. We have given our officials tight time frames to make sure that this delivery of these 570 units are delivered on time.
So, and obviously today there's 23 houses that have been so is there time period for the rest of the houses?
Yes, there is a time period. We're getting 2 additional big contractors on site. This site, which is 8448, and also on the Mau Mau site, which is an adjacent site to this particular one. So we're getting more contractors to expedite. We have given our officials a deadline of December, and I want to see all those units finished by that time.
So the city of Cape Town currently has a number of 30,000 applications, 14% of dwellers. So just tell us about that. How is the city planning to ensure that
Look, we build based on grant funding, and we only get a certain amount of grant funding. And I'll make an example. We used to get about 611 million, which is USDG, and now it has been cut throughout the period of COVID, and our money was reprioritized. So now we just get over 295 million rands. What does that translate to? We used to build more than 4,800 houses per financial year. Now that means we can only build just over 2,000 because our budget of HSDG has been halved by national government. So we can't build beyond that. Hence, we have now embarked on the land release program where we're going to make sure now that private entities, they come on board, they assist us to roll out and be able to manage the backlog that we have. It's a high backlog, but we're working on it, and we'll try our level best. There's a good injection from and a good appetite from our private partners and social housing institutions. So we're working tirelessly to make sure that we deal with the backlog that is confronting us.
We understand that this project started around 8 years ago, and there's been legal battles which the city has also lost. Is the city to perhaps blame for the delays?
Well, we take responsibility for any form of delay on our part. Hence, I've indicated that the contractors that we had procured at the time, they didn't have the capability to deliver at pace. So we had to go out again, get a contractor who can deliver at pace. Hence, we're getting 2 more contractors to make sure that we expedite the delivery of all these units. And we have made an apology to the beneficiaries for the delays that have happened, but we will continue to make sure that each and every month we deliver more and more units.
And not for the first time, Mr. Boy, you've had issues with contractors. Not far from here, Mau Mau, there were similar issues. Why are these issues persisting?
Look, what you must remember, I don't get involved in the procurement process. I get the final product, which is a contractor on site. But based on the research or the presentation that has been done, some contractors, they present good high gradings in terms of CIDB. But when it's time to get onto site, to build the units, then they start having financial challenges. You know, we're the only city in the country who pay contractors within 30 days. Now, it can be that now when we pay people on time, and also they can't deliver on their side. So hence we had to do cancellations also in Mau Mau. We had to do cancellations. So in this particular precinct up to Mau Mau, we'll have 3 contractors by end of September to expedite the delivery. Well, it has costed us a bit of much, but we had to negotiate with the current contractor, which is BOON Africa, to make allowance of the standing time, and of which they have come on board. They've managed to get those fees down, not to charge as much, but it's something that we have learned from, and we won't be having it going forward. Well, the total figure of the project is about 120 million. But because of the negotiations on issues of penalty, because remember, the penalty is either it's on our side or it's on the contractor's side. We have negotiated with the contractor not to have much of those so that we can be in a position, because the biggest delay was on our side. So we have negotiated with them, and they've been lenient to us around those. So the cost is not that high. Well, within the city, they will not be able to do any further work because they've created this challenge for us. So we will not be able to utilize them in the future. We have a list of all those contractors that have not been able to deliver. So they won't be getting any work from us going forward.
The city is plagued by problems when it comes to housing delivery. We know that land invasions is a big issue. We've mentioned shack farming in the past. What's the situation like now? We're out of COVID.
We're out of COVID. We're out of COVID now, and what has been the challenge with the regulations of the Disaster Management Act, which prohibited us from doing any form of evictions on those land invasions. Now that is off, we're finalizing a contract with the security companies, which have tactical response, and will be able to make sure that there is no further invasions happening. We have surveillance that is taking place with law enforcement as we speak. We have drones that are going around the city to make sure that there are no further invasions, because they have costed us a lot of money. For example, what has happened in Driftsands and other areas around Khayelitsha, now we need more than 300 million to make sure that we get services to those areas, and this budget that was not in place. So we have asked Minister Kubai to assist us in making sure that we get services in those areas, and the cost is 300 million plus.
Are you evicting them from those areas?
Well, there are areas in which we won't be able to evict anybody. There are areas where we need to do some evictions, purely because some of the areas, for instance, in the Mahama project in Khayelitsha, we're supposed to build houses there. So there are beneficiaries who are waiting, and people have occupied their sites. So we'll do such evictions, but in some areas we won't be able to do those evictions because it won't make sense. For example, in Driftsands, there are more than 9,000 households there. So there's no way we can move and relocate all those people. But what we do, we try and move them out of the wetlands.
And does that mean the land is lost?
Well, that is the case, without beating around the bush. That is the case, and in many of the invaded sites, we've lost those land parcels. I mean, Khayelitsha alone has lost more than 15,000 housing opportunities because of invasions. So, and those people who have lost those opportunities, it's going to take us a while to find a place for them to get their houses. Now, it means that they're going to wait longer. So these are the issues, the consequences of invasion.
been a long time. It's been a long time coming. We've had a lot of challenges, but we've managed to overcome them, trying to avoid that. The city of Cape Town as well has tried to, up the security in the area.
Thank you for thina maqhegwazana asegugu lethu ahlala emakhaya nabantwana bethu namazukulwana bethu. Thank you. Ne-red card esasinikwe zona ndayilahla ngoncama, ndiluze ithemba, ndiyabulela.
Ndiyavuya ndifumene indlu namhlanje ebunzimeni. Kudala ndizula ndirenta, namhlanje indlu yeyam. Ndiyavuya kakhulu. Ndiyambongela nabaphathi bale ndawo nobejongene nale community ntontone. Oh, ndiyavuya bhuti.
My mother is very happy. Is more than happy anyway. So that she's got her own house now. Thanks